Welcome back to Kings of United States. Today, we're diving into the story of a man whose name is etched in the history books of professional wrestling. A man born into a wrestling dynasty, who rose through the ranks, not just on legacy, but on talent, grit, and a dangerous charisma that has thrilled fans for more than 2 decades. This is the incredible journey of Randall Keith Orton, known to the world simply as Randy Orton. Born on April 1, 1980, in Knoxville, Tennessee, Randy Orton was born into wrestling royalty. His father, Cowboy Bob Orton, was a WWE Hall of Famer, and a key figure during the golden age of the sport. Wrestling was in Randy's blood. His grandfather, Bob Orton Sr., was a wrestler, too. But just because the name Orton carried weight didn't mean Randy's path would be easy. In fact, carrying the legacy of greatness can sometimes be its own burden. And Randy Orton, from a young age, had to figure out who he was in the shadows of wrestling legends. Before wrestling, Randy considered a career in the military, even enlisting in the United States Marine Corps. But his time there was brief, and his experience in the military ended with a discharge. It was a rough patch, but it would be one of the moments that reshaped his direction. Wrestling was calling. It was always there. So, in 2000, Randy began training in Ohio Valley Wrestling, the WWE's developmental territory. And there, he began carving out a name, not just as a second-generation star, but as a future, main event player. He made his official WWE debut in 2002 on SmackDown. Clean-cut, athletic, and promising, Orton quickly caught the attention of fans and superstars alike. But it wasn't just his look or lineage, it was the way he moved in the ring. Calm. Calculated. Ruthless. The seeds of greatness were already visible. Shortly after, Randy joined the Raw brand and began to show flashes of the performer he would soon become. Then came Evolution. A legendary stable formed by Triple H, Ric Flair, Batista, and a young Randy Orton. Evolution wasn't just a faction, it was a passing of the torch. It was the past, present, and future of wrestling colliding in one dangerous, dominant group. Within Evolution, Randy's character evolved rapidly. He became cocky, confident, and utterly compelling. He branded himself the Legend Killer, targeting and defeating WWE veterans and Hall of Famers, from Mick Foley to Shawn Michaels to even The Undertaker. With every match, every RKO, Randy was proving that he wasn't just living up to his family name, he was building a legacy of his own. In 2004, Randy Orton made history. At just 24 years old, he defeated Chris Benoit at SummerSlam to become the youngest world heavyweight champion in WWE history. It was a defining moment, not just for Randy, but for a generation of fans, watching someone their age rise to the top. But success often comes with a price. Just weeks later, Orton was kicked out of Evolution, betrayed by Triple H and Batista in a brutal attack that set the stage for years of rivalry, redemption, and revenge. Orton's path forward would be filled with ups and downs, moments of pure dominance, and others of controversy. His character took darker turns. He became colder. More dangerous. The Viper was born, a nickname that captured his in-ring style perfectly: silent, lethal, and always ready to strike. The RKO, his signature move, became a viral sensation. Quick, explosive, and delivered out of nowhere, it turned every match into a game of suspense. Fans held their breath, waiting for the moment Orton would unleash it, and when he did, the pop from the crowd was deafening. Throughout the late 2000s and 2010s, Randy Orton solidified himself as one of WWE's top stars. He captured world titles, headlined WrestleManias, and took part in some of the most iconic rivalries of the modern era. His feuds with John Cena are legendary. The two clashed over the WWE Championship, trading wins, insults, and title reigns in what became one of the most defining rivalries of the PG era. And yet, despite the animosity in the ring, Orton and Cena helped define an era, one built on consistency, excellence, and dedication to the business. But Randy Orton wasn't just a rival, he was a force. Whether he was aligned with the Authority, leading the Legacy faction alongside Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase Jr., or going solo as the Apex Predator, Orton kept evolving. He's one of the few superstars who's managed to stay relevant, year after year, era after era. He's gone from ruthless villain to respected veteran, and back again, always staying one step ahead. His ability to reinvent himself while staying true to his core has been the secret to his longevity. Fans might remember his 2009 feud with the McMahon family, where he punted Vince McMahon, RKO Stephanie, and faced Triple H in a deeply personal WrestleMania storyline. Or his 2013 rivalry with Daniel Bryan, where he cashed in Money in the Bank to steal the WWE Championship, aligning himself with the Authority and becoming the face of the company. Whether heel or babyface, Randy Orton always delivered. In 2020, as the world changed, so did Orton's role. He became a veteran who wasn't just performing, he was guiding. His work with younger talents like Drew McIntyre and Matt Riddle showed a new side of him. As one half of the tag team RK Bro, alongside Riddle, Orton showed a lighter, more comedic side. Fans fell in love with this unexpected duo. RK Bro became one of the most popular tag teams in recent memory, capturing the Raw Tag Team Championships and bringing joy to fans every week. It was a reminder that Randy Orton is more than just a cold-hearted predator, he's a storyteller, a mentor, and a man who's given his life to this business. But not everything has been smooth. Injuries have taken their toll. Years of high-impact matches and dangerous spots began to wear on his body. In 2022, Orton stepped away from the ring due to a serious back injury. Many wondered if that was the end. But in true Orton fashion, he didn't go out quietly. In 2023, at the Survivor Series, Randy Orton returned to one of the loudest ovations of his career. The crowd erupted. The legend was back. And now, in 2025, Randy Orton is on the SmackDown brand, still proving that greatness doesn't age, it evolves. At 45, he's not just keeping up with the new generation, he's outshining them. His presence alone commands attention. His matches are still masterclasses in psychology and pacing. And every RKO still hits with the same electricity it always did. Orton is tied for the third most world championship reigns in WWE history, a record that speaks volumes. He's a Grand Slam champion, a Royal Rumble winner, and a multi-time main eventer at WrestleMania. But his achievements aren't just about numbers, they're about moments. The kind that make you jump from your seat, cheer with friends, or get goosebumps as the bell rings. Whether you love him or hate him, there's no denying Randy Orton is one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time. He's the complete package: looks, skill, legacy, and that rare aura that only true legends have. And while he's wrestled countless matches and told 1,000 stories, it still feels like Randy has more chapters left to write. There's something timeless about him. The slow walk to the ring. The sinister smile. The sudden RKO. Randy Orton has become more than just a wrestler, he's an experience. And for fans around the world, seeing him live is a bucket list moment. He's proof that greatness doesn't come from shortcuts, it comes from longevity, evolution, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. Looking back, it's incredible to see how far he's come. From a young kid, trying to live up to a family name, to a rebellious star, blazing his own trail, to now a respected veteran who still dominates every arena he enters. And while he could retire today and go down as one of the all-time greats, something tells us the Viper isn't done yet. Because legends never die, they evolve. Thank you for joining us today on Kings of United States for this unforgettable look at the life and career of Randy Orton. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We've got more stories coming your way, covering the icons, the legends, and the kings of American wrestling and entertainment. Stay tuned, and remember, no one hits like Randy Orton. Until next time, keep your eyes open, because you never know when the RKO is coming out of nowhere.